My mom is obsessed with Paris, France. When I left to Los Angeles, she turned my room into a Paris room. It is very pink, and there are many Eiffel Towers. She went for the first time alone. She was 22. My abuela almost had a patatón. I think I was like 6 or something. I was still really young, but my sister was a baby. I don't know why. One day she decided, I'm gonna f with Jenny, and I am going to speak only in French. I didn't know French. I only knew Spanish and English. The only thing I remembered by age 6 was that this meant la tête. And that is because I have a dirty mind. Okay, so she starts talking in French to me, and of course I'm 6, right? So to me this is a nightmare that I'm like living in. And I, you know, my dumb 6-year-old head, I'm like, my mom's gonna speak in French to me forever. I remember like this one image of my mom like changing my sister's diapers. She's like, so then I decide to run away from home. Yes. Because of course, that is the only solution to this madness. So this is super ratchet. My way of preparing for this dangerous journey in the streets of Westchester.
No food.
It was so stupid.
She wasn't thinking of surviving with food or water.
My grandma always had an obsession. You have to have clean bloomers. You have to have clean bloomers on at all times. You know, clean bloomers.
In case of an accident.
In case of an accident. And God forbid you don't have clean bloomer. I used a Sedanos bag. I didn't look for a suitcase. I didn't get a purse. I just grabbed a Sedanos bag, probably from the drawer with 1,000 bags, and I put a bunch of bloomers in there. I remember telling my mom I'm running away, and my mom, being a smartass, opens the door. Like, goodbye. She's like, go.
And then I was looking through the blinds, like, okay.
What do you mean? I stepped outside?
Yeah, you were outside.
By myself?
Yes. So, but of course, you know, I wasn't gonna leave her there alone. So I was like making sure she was still there, not moving from there, which she didn't.
I thought you were behind me and the door was open.
No.
So you stuck my ass outside.
I closed the door and you stood there, and I was looking through the blinds, and then I opened.
I remember the image of like the empty street and it looking really scary. And I was like,
so Francie's starting
just
to
kidding.
Look pretty good to me right now.
Of course, after her stupid prank, she's like, I love you. I will never, I don't want you. I don't want you to run away. I don't even know I'm giving you a heavier accent than what you actually have. Like that. Whatever.